It's so stupid, it's positively brilliant.
The brain is podcast.
Oh yeah, man.
those
The
all
kid can
set up
fight.
fights, man.
Ain't no way in fuck I'm paying. I refused, and I started to. I was laying on the couch. You know, I was laying on the couch, and I saw the group chat going off, and somebody was talking about how entertaining the Thriller night was, and I went to the Thriller app, and that shit was $49.99, and I said, "Fuck no, ain't no way in hell."
It was a top 10 pay-per-view in history, which is unbelievable. It's 1.5 million buys. I mean, he is currently the biggest draw in boxing. Whether you like to admit it or not, he is currently the biggest draw in boxing. If Floyd Mayweather comes back, then it's Floyd, but he is currently the biggest name and draw for a money fight in boxing.
Retarded,
you might hate it, you might love it, it doesn't matter, but those are the facts.
Is it boxing or is it Jake Paul? Because I feel like Jake Paul could do a surfboard contest on pay-per-view and 500,000 people would probably sign up to see it.
They want to see him fight because he's talking shit.
Exactly. What he's done is monetize outrage brilliantly. Like I've said this before, I'll say it again. Haters and celebrators pay the same price of admission. And
they want to see him get fucked up.
In an attention economy, hate is the easiest emotion, right? We live in an attention economy. It's easier to hate a motherfucker than it is to like a motherfucker. Think about how amazing and skillful somebody has to be for the three of us to go, nah, he's nice. And even then,
we only do that for the GOATs.
Yeah.
And even then, we're going to find a way to get a jab or two in.
Facts.
Yeah,
you buying chains?
Braun? Amazing. But look at his hairline. You know what I mean?
Mike Tyson?
Exactly.
Mike Tyson, listen, his fucking, he bit Holyfield's ear off. No, Mike, we've gotten to the point where Mike will be like, Mike wasn't that scary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We'll find a way, even with our greats, to tear him down a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
But the people we hate, we just hate without question. And if we want to see those people get punched and get knocked out and we got to pay the same price, we will. And he is brilliant in his ability to monetize that. And two, his ability to be okay with that. Not everybody can sustain internet hate. Not everybody can walk in the fire.
That was a fall fight, though, man. You know that, Schulz. You know
that wasn't a fall fight.
That's a fall fight.
Nah, that wasn't no fall fight.
Come on, that
guy
wasn't
a fall fight.
He got hit. He got caught.
The guy
got caught.
Jake Paul does hit hard.
It don't matter.
Jake Paul can
fall
hit.
fight. You're supposed to do that. That's all in boxes. Nobody know the first 20 fights. All fall fights.
I'm telling you, bro. I've been talking to Ben. Ben Askren is the guy who fought him, and he's like, no, of course not. There's nothing that I would have to gain from that. It was embarrassing. He wanted to beat him, obviously. But
and why would it be a fall fight when this guy came in built like a fucking substitute teacher, bro?
Literally.
You know what I'm saying?
He just grabbed anybody.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, he came in the ring. You weren't even in fighting shape, bro.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's anybody he threw there. Oh, somebody said they'll fight you, get the draw big and whatever. Somebody real. If you want to get somebody for real, they got a lot of guys out there that beat the shit out of him in his weight.
If I was Jake Paul, this is my advice to Jake Paul. Don't listen to nobody telling you that you got to fight real boxers.
Get the fuck out.
You know what I'm saying? I would keep doing exactly what the fuck I'm doing right now. Calling out athletes, calling out celebrities. You got your own shit going on with Triller. Triller ain't Showtime. Triller ain't HBO. Triller not the Zone. You can run Triller. Let all these celebrities feel like they can knock you out. Let people off the street feel like they can fight you, and you just go in there and keep getting pieces of that pay-per-view. If you're doing numbers like 1.5 and putting rappers and whoever else on the undercard and other fights on the undercard, stay right where you at, Jake. Because don't let these motherfuckers trick you to get your ass beat.
Then it's over.
He got it. Yeah, basically, you get your ass beat for the biggest payday.
It got to be Floyd.
Exactly.
Canelo.
Or Connor. Floyd or Connor, but like it's not worth getting your ass beat for no money. Like people keep saying to me like he's got to fight a real boxer. I'm like, why? He's not trying to win a title. He's trying to win money. You fight the fights that get you the most money, not the ones that get you to the title. How many boxers in history have been making millions of dollars in their first 3 fights? Never been done. Think about it. So we care about the belt because we care about the sport and we're looking for the best of the sport. He's like, I'm looking to make money at this activity. So what is the best way to make money at this activity? I don't hate it. Go for it. Get your fucking money, bro.
I ain't mad at him, but I do want to see him like go against somebody because it's like, why y'all giving this guy so much praise knowing that this is bullshit? Like you say, there's a substitute teacher who went in there.
The guy who went in there had an incredible MMA career.
That's right.
He was undefeated but he's a wrestling guy. So his hands are not that nice, but at wrestling, he was the nicest. They are very different things. And yes, of course, you want to see him step up against competition. But here's the thing. He knows that. He knows that he should take the most lucrative fucking fights. This is a no-brainer. Like, get your goddamn money.
Paul, y'all ain't tricking me out of my spot. Especially if I'm getting a piece of the pay-per-view, I'm sure he's getting a piece of them pay-per-view numbers. And I'm sure it's a chunky piece too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he gets a piece of Triller, I bet. Now, here's the thing. The Triller, the whole card and shit, sucked. Like, cut the music out. I don't want to see fucking Saweetie lip sync. I don't give a fuck about Doja Cat. Cut all that nonsense out. Maybe you do one performance with it where it's one song, but like, we don't need it. It's stupid. Get it out of here.
But Schultz, you're also old. And I'm old. Yeah. You got to think about the crowd that they're catering to. You got if the headliner is a YouTube star, I'm going to get two of these people that I know get a lot of views on YouTube, Saweetie and Doja Cat, let them perform. It's keeping the kids' attention, man. Yeah. I would love to see the demo of the people ordering them Triller fights. I bet you it's kids.
Yep, that's why the numbers.
I don't know if it is, man. I think that it's more older people that are just curious about him trolling the MMA world. I think it's a lot of MMA fans that want to see him get knocked out. I think it's a lot of boxing fans that want to see him get knocked out. I don't know how many kids are into this, but maybe you're right. Alex was saying the same thing on Flagrant, but I don't know personally if that's what it is. All I'm saying is you got something really interesting. Like when they were just talking in the booth, you had Crime Faces, you had Snoop, you had Mario Lopez, like
Oscar De La Hoya for a second.
Oscar De La Hoya was coked out of his fucking mind, 8-ball to the dome, and he was so goddamn entertaining. Keep Oscar on the cocaine.
I bet you Wax won't pull his dick out around Oscar.
For what?
Oh, no. Oscar sucked the skin right off of that.
My wiener has a first name. Oscar starts singing. He'd be like, my wiener has a first name. It's OSCAR.
Nope.
Listen, I like Pete Davidson doing the fucking behind the stage shit, backstage. Listen, I wouldn't order that shit, but the shit I saw on social media was great.
Yeah, I thought Pete did a great job until he went into the locker rooms, and then the poor kid melted. Like, he had some funny things that he said, like in the beginning. He was like, this whole thing just proves if you have enough followers, you could do anything.
I saw that on social media.
And I thought it was a funny, and he's like, the good thing about this is that at least one of them is going to get hurt. And it was like, he had some funny jokes. And then he went to the locker room, and then he basically says, yo, Jake Paul, nobody likes the other guy, Ben Askren, he's a tool. And then he goes into Askren's locker room, and Askren's like, yo, why were you saying that about me? Is that like an act that you're playing for TV? And he's like, no, not at all. I mean, the other guy, Jake Paul, is a tool. What are you talking about? I'm rooting for you. We're all rooting for you. And it was just like, come on, bro.
Oh, Ben heard it.
Yeah, he heard it and said, yo, make sure he comes to my locker room. And he called him out and he fucking folded.
Yeah, and Pete also said, oh, you're the real deal. And I'm looking at Pete. No, he's not the real deal. What the fuck is this going on?
Set up Jake Paul and Wax. Schultz, I'm tired of this shit.
That's a baby fight.
Set up Jake Paul and Wax.
That's a baby fight.
Schultz. You want me to set it up?
Set up Jake Paul and Wax, bro.
That is a baby.
If I'm Jake Paul, I'm not fighting Wax because Wax ain't big enough, bro.
Listen, that's a baby.
How big is Jake Paul?
No, in terms of like his fame.
Nah, we can sell that. We didn't know that fucking Ben Puffer, man. What's his name?
He was infamous in MMA.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him.
Son, he has the fastest knockout in MMA history.
I don't care if
he got knocked out, but it was still the fastest.
I don't care if you want to do like the Rocky fight when they fought in the street. We can do that for YouTube, nigga. For anybody. You already know what time it is, Schultz. If anybody see me actually fight, if you're one of the people who actually seen me get it in, so you already know exactly what time it is.
We can sell a Jake Paul Wax fight.
Wax, I'm telling you this. Wax is talking crazy right now. I've beat Wax in an arm wrestle with my left hand. I beat him in an arm wrestle with my left hand.
Schultz is one of the people who was actually able to see me get it in my life. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Which not too many people. You know how many people
Wax
wish
is
they was in your
different.
shoes?
Wax is different. Wax is different. You are different.
Thank
you.
Jake Paul or Wax? Who wins, Schultz?
Jake Paul or Wax? It's a street fight.
No, boxing.
No. It's
in
straight
the ring.
Boxing. Straight boxing. Are you serious?
Honestly,
you're not paying attention.
Honestly,
it's
honestly,
y'all fault for not paying
though,
attention.
Listen, I love my brother.
I love my brother too,
and
but he's getting slept.
I hate to bet on a white man against my brother.
Well, that's your fault. You owe every penny.
NyQuil.
I think
It's
Jake
bedtime.
Paul, he may not knock him out, but I think Jake Paul wins this, bro.
Wins
Bedtime,
In a
bro.
boxing ring?
At talking?
Nope, in a boxing ring.
Why you play?
In a boxing
street
ring.
fight?
I'm not even. I
Wax
know I'm
got
not
it.
paying attention to this.
Get him on Face. Yo, call him on FaceTime right now, Schulz.
It's no way
straight-
possible.
Get Jake. I'm serious. We can tell Jake Paul we got his next match.
All right.
It's our guy Wax. We can sell it real big via Brilliant Idiots, the Breakfast Club, all over the Black Effect podcast. We can make this a thing.
This will be good.
We can make this a thing.
He's coming off an Achilles injury.
He's coming off an Achilles injury.
So yes,
He's-
I'm slower.
He's never
I'm
had
fat.
any amateur fights.
No amateur
Never.
fights.
Never, nothing.
Never. He just feels
Nope.
like he's fresh off the street
I'm
and
off
can
the
beat you,
streets.
Jake Paul.
And I think that I don't know how. And I'm just. I want to practice. I don't believe in it. So tell him all that type of stuff. I'm coming off the injury. I'm a little slower. I just had a baby, so I got fat. All that stuff.
Yo, Wax.
Jake Paul
you're
will
getting
beat Wax.
slept in the first round, bro.
I think by second. I think second because his conditioning. Wax condition is terrible. You know what I
Condition is
mean?
trash.
He don't realize he's almost 40 anymore. He still thinks he can do the same things that he used to do. Jake Paul walks Wax down.
Now, yeah, he's going to walk you down. Now, I will say this.
Do you
if it's
really
a street
believe
fight,
that this guy could walk me down?
Wax. If it's a street fight, there are very few human beings that I think could beat you up.
I ain't saying street fight. I'm talking about in that ring, Schulz.
In the ring is different, bro. In the ring is different.
So you telling me basically I don't know how to throw my hands? That's all you saying.
No, I think it's a science. I think it's a science to boxing that Jake Paul knows better than you.
All right, no doubt. And I probably do that. He probably boxes more than I have right now at this present time. So right now, Schulz, how long you think you'll last in the ring with him real fast?
Who with Jake?
Yes.
I don't know. That's a great question. Until my cardio gives up. I mean,
so say if your cardio get up and you training with the guy right now, how long you think you'll last with this guy?
If my cardio is there, I'm pretty good in the ring in terms of I can survive. If my cardio's there, I can survive. If my cardio's not there, then it goes and it's just
I'm about to ask you a serious question. How long you think you'll last in the ring with me?
I can last as long as I want to carry you. I'll carry you I'll last as long as I want to carry you.
You are really serious.
I don't think you understand boxing conditioning, bro.
No. I deal with this.
And boxing conditioning is so bad that when you get tired for a second, them hands drop a little bit, bap. Night.
Y'all really about to
Wax
make me
is
get
a
back in.
meme.
Listen,
I don't want that for you, Wax. I don't want that for you,
I'm
yo.
gonna tell you this right now.
We jumping Jake Paul. Jake Paul, I'm telling you right now. Because I know you're going to knock my guy out. We got to jump you after that for the culture, bro.
I can't believe you say that.
For cultural purposes, we will have to jump him.
We got to treat it like it was a not guilty verdict in the shopping trial,
guy at all.
Mob justice. Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? I can't have that on my conscience.
I ain't worried about that. That's one of the last things I'm worried about.
I think that we'll have to explain it like that. We'll have to congratulate him on the victory because it's a hard-fought victory, and then afterwards, for cultural purposes, we'll have to take it into the streets.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about losing to Jake Paul.
He's should be
small. He's going to lose.
Let me see.
You're telling me
Paul ain't that small,
it don't
bro.
matter. You got to understand that. You got to understand somebody who I need 300 pounds for me to actually look at you as something. You see what I'm saying? I'm not looking at that. That's too small for me. I'm a little different.
Jake Paul is 6'1".
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Let me see.
I don't care if he's 6'10".
It seems like you're backing out of the fight, though.
I told
Wax.
you, Wax.
It seems like you're backing out.
No, I'm not. I'm telling him, let's do it.
Bro, Jake
I'm
Paul
telling
is
anybody,
cruiserweight,
let's
bro.
do it. I will sit there and destroy anybody that have come over on the other side of me. That's just what I do. You talking to somebody like whatever you do. Listen. Would you kill? Would you kill when you go on stage? Charlamagne, you kill when you're in the Breakfast Club. This is something that I actually know what
Not
to
in
do.
that ring.
You're bugging.
Like Andrew said, street fight all day long.
Listen, it ain't about street fighting. I know how to throw my hand.
Nah, Jake Paul embarrassed you in that
Did
ring.
you meet him?
Yo,
like,
I think Jake Paul.
No.
I think Jake Paul gets you, bro. I think he
Nah,
gets
he
you,
does,
dude.
bro.
Listen, like I said, if we want to do the Rocky out on the street,
No, we want the ring.
Then let's do the ring. I'm down.
Yo, Jake, let's do it.
Yes.
Let's see if we can get this going on Triller. Yo, Triller folks, whatever access you need to me and Andrew Schulz, all we need is 10% of the pay-per-view. Okay? Let Wax get a percentage of the pay-per-view.
I ain't worrying about this at all. If y'all want to do it, I'm down. Even you want to do like the Rocky fight in the street, I'm down. This is going to be an easy
You keep trying to make it in the streets.
I'm very confident in my hands. I'm very confident in my skill.
Bout.
Your feet wouldn't even know what to do in boxing shoes.
All right, perfect.
You so used to wearing Timbs.
All right, perfect. All right, no doubt.
I think Jake Paul chips him up, Schulz. I'm not even going to lie to you, bro.
Set that boy up if you want to.
I do. I think Jake Paul.
You've been setting people up for a long time.
I think
Charlamagne
Jake Paul
been setting people up for years.
I think Jake Paul chips.
I'll set him up, Jake.
I think Jake might
go
got
to a restaurant and tell somebody, smack him, and I give you some money, and do a look at me. I said, go ahead and have fun.
That's a street fight. I'm in that ring, man. I don't know, bro.
Well, don't know, and let's make it happen.
Okay, so listen.
The ring is different.
Listen,
do you even know how to throw combinations, bro?
What you saying? I'm gonna see somebody
Wax,
in front of me.
Do you know how to throw combinations?
I'm gonna handle my business.
If Jake Paul knocks you out,
yes,
and you end up flat on your face like Nate Robinson,
amazing.
You gotta wear a dress.
No, somebody has to be able to pull your boxes down so your cheeks are just out.
And then they got to put a flag in your butthole. And stick the flag in your butthole.
Listen,
and it says Jake Paul on the flag.
Or a rose like on The Bachelor. And Jake Paul's like, yo, Wax, I just want to give you your roses. put the rose between your cheeks.
Listen, we got Instagram. We got all type of things that definitely can make this happen. Like I said, I would definitely beat him the fuck up. I'm not worrying about no
Jake Paul, this easy money, baby. Let's do it.
It might be easy money, dude.
It's easy money. Nobody.
How long has it been since you've had a boxing match?
Huh?
How long has it been since you had a boxing match, Wax?
It's been a while, but I'm not worrying about that. I'm very skilled. I'm still. It's like riding a bike for me. Certain things like riding a bike for me.
You sound like Andrew saying he can do heart surgery, bro.
No, it's not.
You do.
Listen, right now, if you sit there and be like, yo, Wax, I'm about to hook you up with a spelling bee. I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna lose. You see what I'm saying? That ain't my shit. Yeah. I know what throwing my hands and being very skilled to know exactly what time it is. I'm very confident about that. It's one of the things I am.
You see this? This book is called State of Emergency. That's what would happen if Jake Paul and Wax got in the ring, okay? It would be a state of emergency if Jake Paul would knock him out. Tamika would have to come out and do a speech. You know what I mean? Okay? That's how bad it would be, bro. All right? I'm telling you right now, Jake Paul,
you won't last 30 seconds with me.
I don't believe it. Schulz, set it up.